Hello, everyone. I'm Pat from Storytellers Tales, the team lead of this wonderful channel. I'm here because we got reached out to do a quick little preview, kind of showing some things about an awesome VTT called Quest Portal. It's something that we're definitely going to be using in our future, for sure, for some of our shows that we're going to be doing, maybe even for season 2 of Grand Quest. But for right now, I'm just here to show you some quick little tips that we, or me, one of us, uses to kind of prepare for games using Quest Portal. And so I'm a very reactive DM. I generally am just like, I prep some things ahead, like some combat encounters and things like that. But my players are kind of the I'll take a left, a right, a backwards, a forwards, and then heck, I'll go downwards. So I just have learned to be a pretty reactive DM, and I found that that's my kind of style. So, but this one I'm gonna be prepping a combat encounter with some vampiric mind flayers. So, if you look over here, we've already kind of selected a set of scenes and we've brought the players over to it. So we can kind of go through here and see the areas I have selected. So this one's going to be kind of a combat in the tavern at night in the upper floors. But I do want to show you this. So like you can come over here and you can add like a tremendous amount of maps that they have. They have just so many different maps through here. And you can also add your own. You can check out all their little videos if you like doing that. You know, if you like having a moment where, like, if we hit save here, and then we can come down to here, we can change it to that, and just to kind of give like an atmospheric. Like I like to do that a lot, but this one gives you more options for an actual visual atmosphere than just like a standard thing that we normally use, which hopefully we'll be better at. But anyways, yeah, so we'll go to the one at night here, just like that. And I've already got my little mind flares over here, if you see. I want one of them visible. So I kind of will put him in the back of the room there. But I want these ones to kind of be like hiding under the beds. Kind of like right there. I want them to kind of like pop out when the party is somewhat dealing with the one. So that they kind of, it's like boom, and now there's suddenly two more. But I also want to show you something that's cool, because obviously Fog of War is super important for exploration, right? It kind of gives that unknown atmosphere. Well, now, as we go here and we look at this, we can't see anything, right? That's great and all. So we're going to go to tokens, and we're going to drop down our little Nikola Tesla that we made in a different video. And then we're going to go here and click on him and give him a light source. He's human, so he doesn't have, he doesn't have anything great. So he's going to have a 15-foot light source. So now as we move him around, he can, investigate different things. It's super nice. So he, hopefully the party will come in here and see that guy, right? And now, combat is going to ensue, and then, they're going to... these guys are going to pop out and join the combat. So, like I said, and then also, if that doesn't work and they end up going, not going in this room at all, that's fine, because I can move them around. But the other cool thing about this, if you want to prep for, atmosphere, is you can go over to edit and you can play a song. They use a lot of tabletop audio, which we use a lot of in our shows. But you can also, if you have your own music, or say you own some music that you want to use in your games, or say the Witcher soundtrack or something like that, you can upload that and then use it. And so now, if I hit save on that, and you come up here, your player, or you can, whoever, if the player doesn't want to listen to music, then that's fine. They can click that button, and now while you're on this set of scenes, that music will play. And if you ever want to say change it for more of an atmospheric one, you can just go here, edit, remove this, And let's say we add um, Banshee's Lair music only. And then we hit add, hit save. And so now, as we go here and then go here, the music has changed. Is that a Nikola Tesla way up there for some reason? All right. Okay, so another cool little thing that they have access to is you have access to all the library. So, like, if you wanted to purchase, this one right here from Ghostfire Gaming, you 100% could. And it just makes it super easy. Like, I can click into this right here, right? And I can go through and look at all the classes right here. I can go and look like, say the guy playing Nikola Tesla is new. He doesn't know much about rogues. Well, I have access to everything right here. Right here. So, if you have any books like Spelljammers, so forth, so on like that, then you're going to need to use the book for it because Spelljammers isn't on here just yet. But if you don't mind using some of the base rules or some of the third-party content like Ghostfire Gaming, then you're in luck because you also, like, you can come here and look through all the armors and all the monsters. You get access to all of these. Like, I can look through all of these. But if you say, another cool thing, if you say, like, you're not very good at coming up with, like, descriptions, for things, you can come to their assistants, craft a, description, if I could spell. Thank you for, auto checks, if it would let me auto check this. There we go. Description for craft a description for a ruined tavern that is burned. Ruined tavern. So it'll start processing and it'll help you. Like, sometimes I end up just saying some silly words that don't necessarily always matter, but it's good to have something like this. Like, the crumbling chalice stands as a ghostly reminder of a former glory. Things like that. And then you can also, like, say, craft an NPC that is hiding in this tavern. Boom. Boom. Right there. It's a good assistance for those who don't have the quick thought to create things. Like, a lot of my NPCs, like, that's the biggest thing that I'm probably going to end up using that for, is making NPC names. Because I don't know if you've noticed from watching our shows, but a lot of the NPCs tend to have similar names or just some generic names. I use Gavin a lot, and Frank, and Larry. But, it is what it is. Anyways, those are just some quick tips that I like to use with this. And, the notes section is another one that I almost forgot there. But it's great because you can make private notes on the fly. And then your party can also make notes for the campaign all together. And I'm going to tell you this. Being able to make notes as a party together is extremely helpful because some people might just not be listening. They might be like, hold on, I was looking for a GIF. What's going on with this? And the notes can help. Just kind of keeping up to date. And then, it has a chat feature. So if somebody wants to talk to each other in the background, or you want to take a look at the rolls that are done, or any kind of file that's shared, anything like that, it's all right there. So those are just some quick tips that I've kind of gotten together based from, playing with Quest Portal and all of that. Their AI feature is a really nice, helpful thing for, DMs who need to think on the fly, or DMs who just aren't super able to be very creative with descriptions. We all are different kinds of DMs, and we all have our ups and our downs and our proficiencies and our flaws. So the ability to have everything in one place is really nice. So and the customization for this and the all-in-one feature makes any streaming or like show or just standard table game amazingly simple and straightforward. So thanks for watching. Be sure to come back because we're gonna be doing also the video. We're gonna be releasing the video about how we built Nikola Tesla and all that. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.